Big hugs, fancy gifts, and selfies galore. Got a date with a king? If you want to avoid a royal telling off, there are a handful of things that you should never do. When King Charles III was visiting the United States back when he was a prince, an American made the grievous error of not using his full title, instead greeting him with a simple, "Hi, Prince." In the book Not in Front of the Corgis, author Brian Hoey revealed, His Royal Highness was not amused, and his private secretary was instructed to inform future hosts that if fellow guests could not manage his full title, he would prefer a plain Charles, anything but High Prince. Now that Charles is king, the proper way to address him is Your Majesty, after which you can call him Sir. Of course, there will still be times when people forget to use his full title. In fact, this happened in late 2022 when a pub worker accidentally bumped into the monarch and told him, "Sorry, King." This time, Charles was able to laugh it off. A friend of Charles allegedly told the Daily Mail the worker was later told by his boss that the king found it really funny, and it was the first time he'd been called king. In the future, he should call him Your Majesty.
Hail to the king, baby.
As a 1,000-year-old institution chock full of traditions and guidelines, navigating the monarchy can be complex to say the least. Knowing what to say and what not to say is an important piece of the puzzle. If you find yourself meeting King Charles III and have managed to greet him with the correct title, you'll need to know what to say when it comes time to excuse yourself. Some American vocabulary thought of as polite is actually quite offensive to royalty. You may think it kind to use the word pardon, however, it's a terrible word among the royals, akin to a swear. Instead, simply use the word sorry. In the book Watching the English, social anthropologist Kate Fox writes, "This word is the most notorious pet hate of the upper and upper middle classes. Some even refer to lower middle class suburbs as pardonia." Keep those pardons to yourself when around the king and other royals, or you'll be exposed as nothing more than a mere commoner. You'll need to keep your head about you when you meet the monarch. Most importantly, you should refrain from speaking to him first if you want to follow the rules of decorum. Grant Harold, royal etiquette expert and former butler to King Charles III, explained to Insider, "Technically speaking, you're not supposed to engage in conversation or call out to them. Royals are supposed to begin the conversation. You'll notice they start it so they can be in control of the time. They have to take control. However, you won't be sent to the tower if you don't follow this rule. According to the royal family's official website, this isn't a mandatory edict for greeting royalty. In fact, they don't technically have any at all. Rather, it's simply polite and traditional. Being invited to meet royalty is considered an honor, so it would be understandable if you want to bring a gift. But what do you get for the man who quite literally has everything?
It could be very easy just to drift into a kind of taking everything for granted.
First and foremost, it needs to fit the occasion. Small gifts like flowers, consumable goods, and other presents under 150 pounds are appropriate. If you try to give the monarch money, something expensive, or a promotional product, you risk him refusing your gift. The royal family's gift policy asserts, "Gifts offered by private individuals living in the UK not personally known to the member of the royal family should be refused where there are concerns about the propriety or motives of the donor or the gift itself." According to Charles's former butler, Grant Harold, the king is a fan of honey, so you can't go wrong by gifting him a small jar. If you choose to give the king flowers, he may just have them displayed in his residence. Otherwise, they may be donated to charity. Throwing your arms excitedly around King Charles III would definitely not be a respectable greeting for a member of the royal family, let alone the monarch. In fact, you should wait for him to initiate contact. Grant Harold, Charles's former butler and royal etiquette expert, told Insider, "If you are a member of the public meeting a member of the royal family, you should never offer your hand to shake. Wait for them to initiate the handshake." Naturally, mess-ups do happen. When singer Ed Sheeran met Charles back when he was a prince, he committed a royal breach by grabbing and shaking his hand. Indeed, Harold confirmed to Insider, a royal handshake should consist of 2 to 3 pumps, with your palms open and thumbs down. Many members of the royal family have shown up in selfies in recent years, but that doesn't mean they like it. During her reign, Queen Elizabeth II reportedly favored eye contact over photographs, and it seems Charles has followed in her footsteps. While there is no official protocol for selfies, and King Charles III himself has appeared in them from time to time, he'd really rather you not take them. John Bridcut, director of the documentary Prince, Son and Heir, Charles at 70, told Vanity Fair he gets irritated by people poking their phones at them. I heard him tell people, "I'm trying to give up selfies." He wants to meet people, and it irritates him getting camera phones shoved in his face. When greeting the monarch, you should avoid turning your back to him. Simple enough, right? Well, maybe not. In 2018, when the former monarch hosted former President Trump, he disregarded the guideline and awkwardly stopped in front of Queen Elizabeth, blocking her with his back, which is considered rude. That same year, Game of Thrones actor Emilia Clarke was cautioned against turning her back on a member of royalty. Apparently, a palace staffer gave her a briefing of etiquette rules instructing her not to turn her back on Prince William and to first address him as Your Royal Highness.
And for whatever reason, probably because I was so scared, I couldn't manage to get out Your Royal Highness. So it's kind of